bit more cinnamon on top.
All right, today I am going to be making a hot chicken flavored ramen noodle cappuccino. Now, I'm going to be making this with almond milk instead of normal milk. I know it sounds weird, but they didn't have beef flavor. Let's get started. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to go ahead and open up the hot chicken flavor ramen noodle. Found this, all right, and open it up from the top. And right here is the top. And so what I'm going to have to do first is open up the packages. Right here are several different packages. Here's the sauce and flavoration. Let's read this to see how we're supposed to put this in exactly. All right, here are the serving instructions. Indicate the lid off to indicate the line and take out the sauce of the sachets. I didn't read that right, but pour boiling water in the inner line of the lid and cover for 4 minutes. Drain the water and put the liquid sauce and the sachets in powder. I can't read today, all right? And put the liquid sauce in sachet powder. Stir well and serve. So I'm gonna do this first part before I add the milk to make this ramen cappuccino. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am gonna go ahead and fill this up with boiling water up into this line. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm gonna take my boiling hot water and I'm just gonna pour the boiling hot water up into the line that's in there. And I'm gonna let it soak, let it permeate the ramen noodles for 4 minutes like it says. Absolute goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this. And of course the lid doesn't stay closed. So I'm gonna take my custom made chopsticks, just place it on there so it gets cold. All right, great. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna take the sachets and put these to the side right here and push this right here and wait 4 minutes for that to get done. All right, while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and add my 100% unsweetened, all-American, almond milk, all right? Original flavor, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. It says, shake well before opening, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it, and I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour the almond milk in there. Pour about half of the container. All right, about half of the container, maybe a little bit more. All right, so once I have this, I'm gonna go ahead to go to my frother so I can make this ramen cappuccino. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the frother. All right, so I'm at the frother, and so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the frother, put it down right there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start to froth it, you know, for the Ramencino, cappuccino. All right, so this is gonna keep on going in here. So make sure you froth it. Now the key with frothing for a ramen cappuccino is to start in the middle and then work your way to the sides like this a little bit, and then work your way back to the middle. All right, you see how that goes? I'm gonna go ahead and go to this side and then go back in the middle. All right, that's the key for a ramen cappuccino. All right, so it's almost done. See it frothing up to a nice frotherized. Absolute goodness. A lot of foam coming on at the end. That's gonna be very useful at the end. You wanna have a nice foam, so you have to have a really good frother for the ramen cappuccino. Absolute goodness. It's about done. A couple more seconds. You see that the froth? It's foaming up. Absolute goodness. All right, bring it to a nice temperature. I have it coming at a hot temperature. I like the froth to be very hot for the ramen noodles. It makes it absolute goodness. See the foam coming in right there? All right, it's almost done. You hear that? Whoa. All right, so that's it. That's done. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna go ahead and add this to the ramen noodles. Absolute goodness. All right, so we have the ramen noodles. It's been about 4 minutes. So we're gonna take the ramen noodles, peel back the cover off of the ramen noodles. And then we're gonna drain this. We're gonna drain the water. So remember the direction said drain the water. So we're gonna take this, stir it a little bit, and just drain the water. Stir it a little bit, drain the water from this. All right, so once you drain the water from that, you're gonna go ahead and add that's the cheese. You see the cheese in there? Absolute goodness. And then the sauce, I'm gonna add that in there. All right, absolute goodness. And then mix this up just a little bit with your chopsticks, just a little bit. And while this is mixed up a little bit, you're gonna go ahead and add the almond milk to the top. Add the almond milk to the top. Absolute goodness. Mix that up a little bit. You finish adding the froth in there. You see how I added the froth at the end right here. And then sprinkle a little bit more cinnamon on top. All right, just like that. And that's how you make a ramen cappuccino. Appetizing, appetite, absolute goodness if you ask me. Absolute goodness.